Alright, bonjour. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes McCready. Yes. Ooh. Step. Bloop. Okay. Right now, I'm going down to another location to check a place. It's $2,000. Ouch. Ouchie owie. But it's a 3-bedroom. Sort of furnished, but I don't think it's furnished. But at least it has the main appliances. So I think it's okay. But still, it's far from downtown. That's why it's okay, but it's a bit annoying. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying. So there it is. Still continue to look places. Now the thing is, like I said, no, yesterday was immigration. No, so a few vlogs ago, if I can keep my rental down, that'll be great, because rental is a commitment, and like any commitment, it is a guaranteed money out. Okay, so the question is now, if I can keep my rental low, that'd be great. But the problem is also the money, right? Money. You need your money to work for you. Paying rent, if you're paying an expensive rent, technically you are going against the money. And since I'm jobless, so money is a bit more scarce. Scarce? Is that the word? Scarce? Scarcity? Scarce? I don't know how you... probably... it's limited, right? I have limited funding. Forced to use simple English for now. Okay. So that's it. And of course, being said, it also tied to today's topic, or rather roughly today's topic is should you rent or should you buy? That's also, should you rent or should you buy? Well, I'll get back to you later, saving up some battery for later. Okay, in some suburban area, looks good, looks nice, looks decent. Now there comes to the critical choice, right? When you buy a place, when I buy a place, I consider public transport to be priority number 1. Well, that's after I bought my place in Cyberjaya, which is so far away, only accessible by car, and yeah, it wasn't that great. Wasn't that great because I was so banking on the LRT, but still. The consensus is still number 1. Okay, number 1, public transport. Number 2, security. Okay, actually no, it's the other way around. Number 1, security. Number 2, public transport. But these two, it will swap in between each other. Depends on the priority. So back to here. So Canada makes it even more important, especially. Ooh, my lens is a little bit broken. Anyway, so in Canada it's even more important, like, because the infrastructure is good. Like if I go to Singapore, infrastructure is good, so instead of having security, yes, but public transport is number 1, and that's the money where I'm willing to pay a little bit more. But how much is how much? That's another question. Number 2, not number 2. So we have public transport, security, so this goes hand in hand. That's why I rather buy an apartment rather than a house for the moment, or in that sense that apartment, it's hard to get in if you buy a proper apartment. If you buy some rundown apartment, yeah, it's the same as buying a rundown house in some place, right? So if you buy in a gated community for landed houses, yeah, security is there, but security. And for Cyberjaya, well, it came to a point where public transport is still king. The only difference is I had a car, so it's not so out of place. I'm gonna walk here a little bit. It's not so out of place, but it's definitely something that I would want. But Malaysia, it's a whole different ballpark. So public transport perspective has been it's due to, well, Japan everywhere it's public transportable. If you get a monthly pass, that's technically you don't need to buy a car anymore. And if your workplace is near a public transport area, great. But Malaysia, no. Now, fast forward, in Canada, only in city centers, alright? Caveat is city center. If it's a city center, then yeah, chances are you don't really need a car per se, but car is cheap here anyway. But still, it's not about having a car, it's about the convenience of not using the car. For me, I have other plans because I probably hear Canada is big. Canada, US not so. Places like here, it's interesting. The city is good enough that public transport is enough, but at the same time, it's so huge that a car will not suffice. I need to get something like a van, like a truck or a van, and I can do camping trips like those. Yeah, instead of a car, probably a truck, and then that's where Tesla Cybertruck, it's very interesting. But if I can get something like that van, it'd be great. A van like that, it's about 150, less than 100k, less than 100k. So that's great for a camper van. I think you can outfit the whole thing for about 50k. Yeah, about 30 to 40,000 for the van, and then you outfit with basic necessity stuff, insulate a little bit, and it becomes a camper van that's probably 20 to 30,000. Still less than 100,000. That's the most important factor. It's less than 100,000. In Malaysia, I'm not gonna say value to value, but amount. I'm gonna say the number to number vans. You can get less than 100,000, but not those type. It's a bit more smaller. Not to say it's undoable, but when I'm back in Malaysia, I will try my best to do it. It will be a different camper van. A camper van that relies on public toilet, which is not so fun. But let's see how it goes. So that's that. So back to the house. So in Canada, public transport. Always aim for close proximity to public transport and close proximity to grocery stores and not mini-marts. Mini-marts are great, but I want supermart. Picky, yes, unfortunately, that's the way it goes. I think that's about it. That's about it for today. So the question is, should I pay more? Problem is, like yesterday, immigration is not done yet, so I can't say anything. Above all, actually I want a piece. I want a piece of land, please. A piece of land. Small house like this is okay. Yeah, small house is okay. And after going to Japan, if I don't raise a family, yeah, I don't need a big house. It's a small house. In fact, I can literally get a premium in a close by area where I can easily access to anything I like. And that's it. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, most probably tomorrow.